I'm going to take this a little further up the neck now. We're quite a way further up the neck because I feel that for some beginners this may be a bit of a stretch here. As you can see, I was pointing out that you can sort of do things with incorporating 4 fingers into the 3 fret space just in that area. We're going to go up and do something very similar and also show you how to mute with the fretting hand now, and how we can stop strings ringing using our fretting hand as well, because it's always a combination of the 2 hands that works best. So I'm going to go right up to fret 9 on the E string, and this is just we're just going to go up 1 fret at a time with 1 finger at a time, and I want to point a couple of things out here as I'm going that will hopefully help you playing a lot. We're going to play on the E string first at fret 9, and I'm just going to put down fingers 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now when you watch how I play this, I'm going to put finger 1, 2, 3 and 4 down. Now if you look, my fingers are staying down there. When you're learning, your fingers will want to come away from the fretboard and let them, because this is fine to play it like this, let the fingers come off. They won't want to stay down, they'll feel like they're being pulled away, and it's with a bit of time that they stay down. So I don't want you looking at this this instruction and thinking that you're doing something wrong if yours aren't staying down. That's not the case. They stay down with a bit of time and a bit of practicing, and as your hands get more strength in them. What we're going to do is we're going to go up each string here, and I showed you in a previous lesson how to mute using the picking hand, which was, if you remember, as I go up to play that fret 9 on the next string, I drop my thumb down there. Now I'm going to do that anyway when I play, because that's in part of my technique now that I always do. When I go onto the A string, I'm going to put my thumb on the E string, not just for muting, because it feels very comfortable while I'm doing it, but what I'm going to show you now is a way of muting it with this hand, with the fretting hand, and that's that if I play fret 12 here, if I let all those fingers come off but leave them on the string, they'll kill that string from ringing. Now I've got my thumb there anyway, so that's going to do it, but this is another good way of doing it, that it will stop anything ringing as you go up, and then you're ready to come down. So and you can see that my finger's still on that 12th fret there. It's just, and then I'm going to continue. So I'm going to go through that exercise now, going up each string one at a time. Remember, we're alternating with this hand as well, and whichever one you've decided from the previous picking one, whether you're going to go up the strings with your thumb or whether you're going to put your fingers down in that manner, whichever feels best to you. And as I said before, experiment with both, but most people tend to find quite quickly the one that works better for them. It'll probably just be the one that feels the most natural to you when you do it. So I'm just going to go through this nice and slowly now. So we're going to be playing frets 9, 10, 11 and 12 on every string, one after the other, but sort of just counting to 4 as we do it. So here's the E string, 1, 2, 3, 4. The A string, the D string, now you can also then, this is entirely up to you how far you want to take the exercise, but you can come back as well in 4, 3, 2, 1, finger wise, this being finger 4, your little finger, and you could come back. If you're doing these exercises and you're working on this hand and the fretting hand, and you find that you're looking at your hand here, and at some point, this is quite common, that you're plucking away with one finger, don't worry about it. Get this hand down first, get the finger in sorted, then start to incorporate both. You can maybe go back and do a bit more work on the open string one where we're primarily thinking about the fretting hand. So that's fine if that happens. It's a really good practice, obviously, to alternate pick with your fingers all the time, but sometimes that's not the case. There's always different ways of doing things, but try and follow those points that we've made in this lesson through, and that should help your fretting hand quite a lot.